rookie first-round QBs. Josh Allen against Baker Mayfield. Allen, of course, still with the Bills. Mayfield is not now with Tampa Bay as Cleveland tries to settle on who their quarterback will be. But crazy how time flies as Josh Allen is now in his 9th season in 30 years of age.
Last 6 years in the playoff. Timer. Absolutely been everything the Bills could have hoped for.
And it was really interesting, as we mentioned before, when Joe Brady said he thought the best player on the Bills at the joint practice was Josh.
Just, Josh is, if there's one thing, and my co-host on the radio side of our broadcast, Chris Brown, will say it, he's right. Nobody in the history of the league has scored touchdowns at the rate Josh Allen has. The guy is an all-timer. He's the Michael Jordan of the NFL. He scores. I think that's his legacy when it's all.
Out of the timeout, 2nd down and 9 for Deshaun Watson, who plays here into the 4th quarter. And another tackle made by Jordan Dunbar. He's been flying around here today.
Yeah, he has.
Born in Syracuse, grew up in New Rochelle, New York.
Receiver put his foot in the ground. So did he.
3rd down and 5. Watson, touch pass deep down the sideline, incomplete. Kenai Walker was step for step with Malachi Corley, and it's 4th down.
And the Browns are going to keep their offense on the.
Again, Sanders played with more of the first team offense. Watson in with the backups on 4th and 5, fires a pass, incomplete. Behind his intended target, and more boos for Deshaun Watson here in Cleveland.
That was not a good throw, and I don't know whether it was a miscommunication or whether he thought the receiver was going to do something else, but that was not even close.
So the Bills take over on downs. This Buffalo defense has looked sharp today.
The Highmark Trail, everything, the skyline deck, it's just such a great tribute to the region, to the city, to the team, to the fans. It's really a special place. I can't wait for Bills fans to spend more time in there this coming season and get to know it better.
And we're back there on Thursday night for the Bills preseason finale against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, the Bills with the Connor McGovern injury, and he is the center right now on this drive. It's 3rd down and 10 with Buechele in the shotgun. Good snap by Fina. Buechele to Zylstra.
Action as Buechele steps in, throws it just as Zylstra turns out of his break. Nice second effort, as you mentioned. Great job there by the offense executing there here in the 4th quarter of a preseason game. And so many times fans are like, I don't know any of these guys. But man, for these players, this is a moment for them, and it's always fun to be a part of it.
Zylstra spent his first 4 seasons with the Detroit Lions as Wheeler runs into his own man. That was Max Tomczak, and a short gain on the play.
We talked about Wheeler early in the broadcast, and to see him, he's back out there carrying the ball again. We've seen other running backs come through and have great training camps, and then somehow, some way, they just don't make the team and they end up playing for another squad or whatever. Wheeler strikes me as a guy, if he's not on this squad, he's going to be playing for somebody. He has been too productive, and he looks just too athletic not to be on a roster someplace.
2nd down and 7. It's Wheeler out of the backfield, turning on the Jets and tiptoeing down the sideline. Takes a big hit late. And some of the Bills are not happy with that. Chase Lunt running down the field. Nick Broker in the mix as well.
Chase Lunt's going to get a penalty here, but we showed you Wheeler lighten up a defensive back for the Browns during the practice, and now one of the Browns after cleaning up. And I got to say, it was a clean hit. It wasn't dirty.
I don't think he thought it was dirty. Maybe he thought it was a little bit late down the sideline.
It was cheap, not dirty. There's a difference. It was cheap, not dirty. It's there.
No. That is where the flag came out, though, backing the Bills up to the 46-yard line. It's a pitch to Gore Jr., and he's got some running room. And Frank Gore Jr. picks up a first down as we go back down to the field. Maddie has a special guest.
I'm now joined by Bills.
So just me bringing my, my grit, my knowledge, my skill set, my speed, different things like that. So I'm able to, to be versatile in this secondary. I also can blitz, I can cover, I can do a lot of things in the back end. I feel like Jim do a great job, just allowing me to be myself.
D, I'll hold the mic unless you want to take my job.
No problem.
You said you love your undrafted to Atlanta. Here you are on your second contract. What would you tell a younger D. Alford?
Oh, man, just don't give up. Just keep going, man. And, forever God is the greatest. Just, put your best foot forward, believe in yourself, and keep going.
When you were in the CFL, I know you said they got a lot of cold weather and snow. How ready are you for Buffalo weather?
I mean, I'm so ready. Like you said, just having that season in the CFL and the Winnipeg, all these snow blizzards and snowstorms and stuff like that, it's allowed me to, to be ready for, this type of weather in Buffalo. We all tight, man. We do a lot of things. We go bowling together, go out to dinner, we break bread with each other. We feel like a big family. So, but yeah, CB, the main one, Max, IGB, the younger guys, Dorian Strong. Like, it's a lot of guys I can name, Cole Bishop.
So much, Maddie, as the Bills are driving down the field. First and goal for Shane Buechele from the 5-yard line. Play action, Buechele rolling right. He's going to tuck it away, keep it himself, and take it in for a touchdown. Good move there by Shane Buechele, and the Bills are pouring it on in Cleveland. It's 30-7.
Great job here as he
maybe in January after a couple of snowstorms have come through. See if he still feels like he's excited for it and ready for it.
If he's lived in Winnipeg, he's ready.
And Tyler Bass continues his perfect afternoon. The extra
bit to talk to him about the revamped offensive line, which you can do after this play, Joe. It's like salivating. Pavlov's dog. Good play there by the defense.
I am salivating, Chris, because Brown's offensive line is going to have 5 new starters this year. Doesn't happen all that often in the NFL. Maybe 50 years or so since the last time that's happened.
A group that we've always held as a great source of pride organizationally, but at times, some of your core players, they'll age out. And so as we went about it, we knew we wanted to invest, very heavy resources because the offense can't go unless that group is solidified. We brought in 3 veterans, drafted 3 players, and we're really pleased with the early returns. I'd say to the group that played today in the first half, that second unit, we thought they protected extremely well for Shador. And, the young guys, Spencer, Parker, Austin, been really pleased with the work that George Warhop has done with those youngsters so far.
3rd and 8 after a Buechele incompletion. Empty backfield for him. Have to get up to the 21 to get a first down. Pressured. Buechele throws and incomplete. Nice defense by the Browns. Jeremiah McClendon, one of the guys you brought, punter, who spent 20-25 with the Bills, is on to kick it away. Cole Wilson, who had a nifty return last time, standing at his own 37.
Almost, Justin.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson got in there, almost got a paw right on it. Wilson collects it at his 28. There's a flag down, and Wilson is down. Well, Andrew, we will get this call from Bill Vinovich and his staff, and then say goodbye and wish you the best of luck.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 29. 10-yard penalty, first down. Timeout.
Andrew, always appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys having me.
Look forward to seeing the regular season getting going in Jacksonville in just a few weeks away. 3rd series for Deshaun Watson coming up. Way to go. Browns down 10 midway through the 3rd. Watson on for his 3rd series. Throws a strike to Malachi Corley up near the 40. And a first down. Best ball of the afternoon for Deshaun Watson.
Browns receivers, 2 guys to the left, but getting it in there and completing it for a first down.
Yeah, the 9th first down as we take a look at the first down tracker presented by Kia.
After replay assist, the runner was down at the 39-yard line. First down.
By the way, that's Kia, movement that inspires. So the Browns get the ball moved back a couple of yards. 20-yard gain on that pass play. So tough start for Deshaun Watson, but he did push the ball down the field, something we rarely saw last week in Chicago. Only one of his 15 pass attempts went beyond 10 air yards. That's Jermaine Terry, one of the backup tight ends, number 85 in motion. Marshall, nowhere to run. Bills defense getting it done. That's Zane Durant, the 5th-round rookie out of Penn State. All right, so midway through the third, we saw what Shador Sanders put on tape. You heard Andrew Berry and his thoughts. What do you think about Andrew Berry's thoughts on Shador Sanders?
My thoughts on Andrew Berry's thoughts on Shador Sanders' thoughts? I think he was accurate, right? Shador played a really nice half, decision-making at the line of scrimmage. Those are the things that they were looking for the most, was changing the play at the line of scrimmage, getting his team into the right play, using cadence as a weapon, doing all those pre-snap things that were really important that we didn't necessarily see in year one from Shador Sanders. Here you go, Deshaun Watson in the pocket, a little bit of pressure from the right side, but makes a nice decision and finds some room to be able to tuck the football and run and give themselves an opportunity here on maybe, oh no, he got the first down there, 1st and 10 from midfield.
With Shador Sanders looking on, and he has said, you know, some people trying to drive a wedge between himself and Deshaun Watson, and that is not the case at all. They've been supporting one another. Here's Watson throwing it away. Time right now, let's head down to Aditi Kinkawala and Joel Bitonio for today's Sideline Report, presented by Cross Country Mortgage, the official mortgage.
A whole bunch of bonding. Todd Monken made sure they were expensive meals. Guys talked about how much fun it was. Is that the sort of thing that matters?
I think they did it right first and foremost, but from everything I've heard, the guys really...
Does it? Shador Sanders did tell us that he feels that this team is closer. Might have been a knock on you, Joel.
It's okay. It's okay.
Well, what did you sense? A few days around this locker room on this field, does it feel like guys are driving a little bit beyond just what you see on the field?
Yeah, the room feels good. I talked to a lot of the linemen, and they're doing some really good things on and off the field, but they feel close. They feel like it's coming together, and hopefully they can continue to build that and get some wins on the field.
Crowd did not like that one, Chris Rose, right there.
No, it was the second.
Interceptions are not always a quarterback stat.
Yes, interceptions, I mean, we have the quarterback tracker, but interceptions can be a lot of people's fault.
It's a tough one from down here, Chris.
Aditi and Joel will be checking in with you throughout the day. So Watson
need a little taller receiver, although he was able to get it just over the top of the fingertips of the underneath defender. It's just a really, really tough throw to make, and probably one that he clearly shouldn't have because it resulted in interception.
Yeah, Gage Larvidan, by the way, listed at 5'8". There is a connection with Macklin. He's got space, and he is going to go the distance. Touchdown for Jamori Macklin, the rookie out of Kentucky. And yes, that is Jeremy Macklin's cousin. And the Bills are up 23-7.
Our Giants kickoff set to come momentarily on the way in Miami between the Giants and the Dolphins. We will also be able to see Deshaun Watson's next drive in Cleveland.
In his life, at one point, Jamori didn't want to continue his NFL career. He says that Jeremy gave him some great insight and said, "You've worked this hard to get here. Why would you stop now?" Jamori said, "I stuck with it. My love of the game came back, and my motivation is to provide for my family." Jamori is one of 13 siblings. Yes, 13. He says
Bills a 24-7 lead with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, and Deshaun Watson remains the QB for Cleveland. Up the middle on the ground, it's Amani Marshall on the carry.
Yeah, you think about a play like that. What a gift to his family. That you know that they are 1,000%.
Second down and 3. And another run for Cleveland. Second down and 3. And another run for Cleveland. And there is Zane Durant coming over to make the tackle, the 5th-round pick out of Penn State.
Yeah, a couple of missed tackles there. Bills had that one shut off in the backfield and just couldn't get him on the ground.
Watson keeps it himself, and he picks up the first down.
Jim Leonhard had said earlier, and we spoke about it at length last week, that tackling was the Achilles. Certainly off to a good start.
Jim Leonhard played here in Cleveland, a safety for the Browns back in 2014. Watson gets it out quickly. And coming over to make that tackle was the linebacker Theron Gaines, undrafted out of Tennessee Tech, and that is the final play of the third.